launch sequence activated.
Don't you wanna have fun, fool around with someone? 'Cause don't you wanna have fun? Don't you wanna have some fun?
Yeah, his baby said that they don't got a future like it burns. So give him something worse to kill his head with, make him forget somehow. Might be that another day she would have wished he stayed, but they're done. Sorries won't be enough this time. Yeah, he's calling all his friends to get some action and distract him right now. He's fine, got Lucy on the line, let's get this started. Where's the party tonight? I feel good now.
DeFi guys in the house.
I can't believe my luck right now. Red eyes while he said, don't you wanna have fun? Fool around with someone. Don't you wanna have fun? Never mind my dumb heart. It needs a little kickstart. 'Cause don't you wanna have fun? Don't you wanna have some fun? Don't you wanna have some fun? Ooh, who needs a job to pay the rent? He's busy. Gotta feel free sometimes, right? What doesn't make you will only make you stronger if you believe what they say. Might be that another day she would have wished he stayed, but they're done. Red eyes while he said, don't you wanna have fun? Fool around with someone. Don't you wanna have fun?
Hey, Chris. Glad you can stop by, man. Good to hear from you. Yeah, it was a nice day. Hope everybody's enjoying this little run we got. It's just a little small taste of what we got in front of us.
Yeah, his baby said that they don't got a future like that. It hurts, so giving something worse to pass the time. Don't you wanna have fun? Fool around with someone. Don't you wanna have fun? Never mind my dumb heart. It needs a little kickstart. 'Cause don't you wanna have fun? Don't you wanna have some fun? Don't you wanna have some fun? Don't you wanna have some fun?
And here we go. Just a sea of green today. Man, don't we miss this? It gives you those feel-good vibes. It's when those double bottoms start paying off. Is when buying when it hurts so bad and you're like, no, man, I can't do anymore. You know, it's going to keep going down. Oh, some days like these kind of remind us why we're putting ourselves through all that torture. Welcome to the late night show. Late night charts. Late night crypto. I forgot the name of the show. I'm just glad to have everybody here. Chef is in the house. Drake is in the house. Chris stopped by to say hi. DeFi guy is in the house. Oh, as the week? Look at the week. Have we impressed the month? We've impressed the month. Top 100. You ready? Got to be some red here, right? Yeah, still red in the year, but... Ooh, look at our winners there. Got to keep our eyes on these babies. They got what they call potential. Got a few losers on my yearly list right here. Take a note of that too. But the king of the day, I think we can all agree, has to be XRP. Normally I start out looking at Bitcoin today, but whether you love this coin, you hate this coin, you cannot deny that this coin pretty much saved crypto's ass. They have fought the fight. They went out there like Vikings. XRP got up to almost 95 cents. About 94 cents. Back up to this other wick over here. While we're here, let's go ahead and mark that as an obvious resistance area. I think we can lock that in. So let's just get rid of all the sell nonsense. We are back in this little zone here. This is as far as I honestly expected it to go. What a pleasant surprise that was. My little bags of XRP aren't so little anymore. Trigger said he got greedy. Chef said he closes 32x long on XRP at Oh, wow. 3,000% profits to 62, and then it almost hit $1. Ooh, left 22. Hey, but you made profit, baby. You made profit. Well, this brings up an interesting thing. Hide your eyes for a second. Oh, there's a Gary Gensler picks. Oh, come on. You would think I would be up on this, man. Come on. Come on, Twitter. You know, it would have been easier for me to just go to Telegram. That's where I posted it anyway. Bear with me just a second. I've got this very most interesting tweet to share. Stuart Alderoyd, Chief Legal Officer over at Ripple. Huge win today. As a matter of law, XRP is not a security. Also, as a matter of law, sales on exchanges are not securities. Goes on to say this, just read it. Sales by executives are not securities. Other XRP distributions to developers, to charities, to employees are not securities. That is what has happened in this big moment for today. XRP was probably one of the most centralized projects we had out there. If they ain't a security, maybe, or those tokens aren't a security, then likely none of them are. It's a very interesting day for crypto. So XRP's all over the news, and I won't keep running over that because I'm sure it's everywhere you turn. But it has got its day in the sun. And I'm going to honor that with no music. Oh, come on, dudes. Well, there's a little. Now it makes noise. XRP, man. Congratulations. And oh, cut it short. Didn't mean to do that. And everybody that's in it, congratulations. This is the weekly chart, by the way. This is the daily. She just pumped, baby. She pumped. But you know, Bitcoin had a pretty nice day itself. And I got this messy chart pulled up right here. Got it messed up with all these fibs. We can always draw those fibs. Notice I got this little short box up here. Well, we busted past that short box. I'm not sure that shorting is a great idea right now because things look really dang bullish. On the daily here, we got the 9. It's easing up on that 21. It's going to pass it, man. It's putting the pedal to the metal here soon, and she's going to let it ride. I am going to discount this short box. Coming down to the 4 hour. Getting a little bit of a pullback, aren't we? Got as high as 31,805 today. Now we're hanging around 31,418, which is a great place. Couldn't have asked for a better thing to happen today to help me do my KuCoin migration. But now my question is, with all this news today coming out, what we're learning now as a matter of law about these tokens and the possibilities of them not being securities, why are you keeping me away, KuCoin? Why are you kicking me out now? I've already had to change my whole game plan up now. I've migrated all that I could. You put a limit on me. So I gotta wait till tomorrow. But what you afraid of now, KuCoin? What's this do for the exchanges? Just my curiosity. I've just got too much junk on here. Let's clear that out. We're looking at the 1 hour? Maybe I shouldn't have cleared that out. Rewind. I may have had some important data on there. It looks like crap, if you ask me. So, Bitcoin, baby, what you doing? We broke above this level now. Let's make some new identifications. So hopefully this range, this is our daily dose of hopium right here. And theoretically, this is what we should be looking for. We should be retesting this range. We should be flipping the level at this point. And hopefully it will stick. Let me flip over to the regular candles. You can get a better sense of where we are on this. So I've got this line that changes just a little bit depending on your candles. Don't trip out, man. I swear, you get used to Heikenhashi, you'll never go back, baby. Once you try it, you're never gonna go back. See that big wick there on the regular candles? That's a lot of buy pressure. See these moving averages just spreading their fingers? They're just getting started. Now the 4 hours getting a little tired here. There's some signs of it getting a little exhausted. So we're going to kind of probably waver just a little bit. Retest this line pretty well, right around 31.2, 31.3, that area. Switching back to my other candles because it's nicer to my eyes. And on these candles, you can probably see a little bit better here. So there's our ultimate trend line. This one we've just broken, so a little down and sideways for right now. Probably retest this 21. We're still above the 9, so hey, that's great. We're still good. But I'm just anticipating here. We've got a little bit of action. It can even pull these moves and go up a little bit. But eventually, you know, we're probably going to tap this trend line and tap that 21 moving average as it comes up. So if you ain't got in or you're looking for a position to get in or something, you know, you can wait for a pullback. Hopefully it will not be beyond this red line. But really, really good sign. Let me move it back to where it is on mine. Or is ya? That works on this time frame. So guys, how's your bags feeling today? I guess they should be a lot lighter or a lot, I don't know, a lot bigger, making you smile. You should be seeing some growth in those suckers. Jeff says he's been looking for that 10K trade. Me too. Well, I guess being over on, geez, what did I do there? Being over on MexC now, that's where I'm headed. I haven't got everything moved over there yet, but be doing a lot more of the trading over there. I do have a few little small trades open, but I'm going straight DGen with some crazy leverage on them though. My little paper trade's up 14,000. Hey, my little paper trade Peppy is up 700. What's Peppy doing? Ah, come on, dude. What is Peppy up to? Peppy's been on a run. All right, Peppy. Making it up to my targets yet. You hit one. Just a little higher. I think I'm going to take some profits right there. I forgot how much I have. It does let me do this, right? Take some profits now. Oh, come on now. I will not bore you guys with all this. What's the view, man? It's not real money anyway. Seems a lot easier to make and lose when it's not real money too. Well, guys, I do hope that most of you are having a good day. And if you did lose some trades, hey, you know, when we were talking last night, everything was looking good until I got to the end of the stream and I looked at Adam. And Adam started getting me thinking. But all of a sudden, it was looking bearish last night. And I was like, this is not making sense. You know, it's like trying to do this. It's not a Head and Shoulders, but it does resemble one. But it was just looking rough. I think it fell below the 200 on the daily, and I was like, oh gosh, Adam's getting ready to plummet down here. And then, but it didn't make sense with all the other bullish stuff that I was seeing. So then we took a look at, and Adam's done really good. We went down from, what was it, last night? Got down to 865. Got up to 940. That's a good run for Adam. Remember, I'm on the daily chart. It's just getting started. But I was tempted to short. I mentioned going to short, and I tried to do it on the live stream, but I couldn't. I don't know. I didn't have the funds moved over to there to do it. And thankfully, because that would have been a bad idea. But something last night made me think that there was at least a little short there. But it went extremely bullish today. Just short on Quant and XRP. Hey, how is Quant doing? Don't want to wish anything against your short, but man, my bank is on this for a long term and it needs to start doing something. I did have this little buy box down here, and it didn't make it. Did not make it. Let's see. Should have went with that little measure move there instead. Well, it's got some work to do before it can break out, but wow. It's still not looking all that great. But shooting for 106 looks like at the moment. Quant has really been a turtle for a hold I did. It is one of my bigger bags. And Cardano is now, he lost his status there for a little bit. But after today, look at this move on Cardano, man. That's a nice 28% on Cardano. This AMP is moving. You know, that's one I have not looked at in a long time. I remember when BitBoy came out saying that his guy, his guy let him know that Amazon was going in with AMP, and you're an idiot if you didn't get in it. It is definitely pumping. Let's show you some love. Nice bump of 8% from the breakout. Even though the lucky low buyer's got a 10% rise in that. That's a good move out of it. What is it? 0.00215? Breakout of basically an ascending triangle, if you want to call it that. You could see that's messed up. Nice long accumulation, because that's what this one likes to do. So we got a measure move up here to 0.00245. What you got going on over here? That little trap, man. You tried to trap us, bro? Confluence. Cool. Call me crazy, but I do expect that measurement to get hit and possibly 0.0025, 0.0026, which would get from the breakout point to the highest target is about 26%. Keep in mind there is a very good chance of a retest. The 200 moving average is down here at this level. Anyone trying to get in would be at 0.0208 cents on the retest. Give or take a few decimal numbers. Taking a look at the daily on AMP just to see where you came from, baby. Right over here, you're going to have some problems. Just a little under 0.003, that's going to be a big area for you. And then when you get through messing with that, 0.0036, that one's going to start coming at you. But, ooh, you got some climbing to do, but see how it goes, baby. On the weekly, boy, hitting down hard. It needs a chance to come up. Wow, that one got blasted. See, on the weekly, it did get a green dot a couple weeks ago. It's helped it out, I guess, right? I mean, it stopped going down. Had that going for it. Went sideways. That's a start. 'Tis a start. So that came in back here, and it just pretty much held it. It got up a little bit, but just kind of held it sideways. Hopefully it can start reclaiming some ground there. Long way up to that 200 there. Ethereum, man. What about ETH? I lost it. There it is. More impressive when I get on these smaller time frames, but ETH is above 2,000 now. Rumor has it it's supposed to reach 2,500 by Valentine's Day, but that may be old news. The short zone, yeah. I hope it came to your... That was way back here, though, wasn't it? This is old. Still, hope you quickly came to your senses. when these things start popping off, when they start crossing those 200s, man. Yeah, I don't want to be shorting in those circumstances. I'm talking about the moving averages there. I like those moving averages. I find them to be very helpful. 2 Hour says that we need to take a little rest on ETH. It's still got a lot. I mean, there's a possibility. There's a possibility it might come back to 1911. Chances are fairly good for that. May take it a little while to get here. But a lot of people getting their hands on ETH today, man. It is at the extent of that trend line there. There can be a little bit of wiggle room, but basically, she's topping out right there. Let's get rid of some of these other lines. Clear this little up a little bit. That's the clearest line I've got. So, depending on here, it does have a definite angle there. Just cleaning up my messes here. There we go. See, I missed that part. Need that. It's been a 52% chance to break to the downside, but we'll have to see. It's definitely not doing that right now, is it? Clearly, these targets were hit and very much surpassed. There was a measured move from a previous pattern way up here to 2182. perhaps we are headed there eventually. But we appear to be possibly forming a rising wedge. No matter how you look at it. Which this has like a 60% chance to break to the downside, but not today. So go ETH, man. Things have been pumping today, man. And it's just been a good day. Because it could have been a whole lot worse. So be grateful for what you do have. And maybe things didn't go the way you wanted. Things didn't go the way I wanted. Find out that I didn't have to leave KuCoin because things are suddenly not securities anymore. I'm happy on one level, but I'm going to be very ticked because I had to totally screw up a strategy that was working really good. But it could be a whole lot worse. Bitcoin could have went down. Everything could have went down today, and I'd be stuck there, even though I was trying to ward that off and do my things earlier. Things can always be worse. So I'm glad today was a good day, and we got above 1968 on Ethereum. And hopefully we'll set that as a new level. Let's hope. But still more work to do to get up past our previous high there at 2138. But you know what? I got faith that ETH can do it, even if it's got to pull back a little bit to get there. I want to take this little trend line that we got on that smaller time frame, move it down from that wick to a place that probably matters a little bit more. It's top of this candle. It's going at 1950. A very good year. Because AGX is, she's a trying. We do have a breakout. I have no volume showing on this coin. Don't know why. I guess because I'm on crypto.com's or TradingView's. You would think they would have volume. I don't know. See how that works. Anyway. And that's an interesting idea, but let's just go with the data that we got. We're like in a rising channel, or some people might even try to consider the wicks and the bodies there to make an ascending triangle. Either way, if it breaks up to the upside, it's just going to be hella bullish, but normally these don't. So it may have a little bit of a hard time here getting above its current price, but eventually we need it to get above 30 cents to stay there. Won't AGIX? Hell no, now maybe. Tis not a head and shoulders, but it is very head and shoulders likey. It's like a, I don't know what you would call that. It's a weird one, but still we can kind of get the same effect and get a little bounce up here to 30 cents. Did you say tacos? Somebody said tacos? Check out these tacos. Don't have any tacos. But there are some dancers here that do like tacos. Sinverse, baby, what are you doing, man? You still kind of hanging down there. You got a little breakout of this kind of weird falling wedge that's kind of iffy. Very steep, so don't expect much from that. I'd be happy to be wrong on that. I would. Things are a little bit tired here on the day level. It's kind of in an accumulation zone, what we've been discussing. Kind of accumulate down here a little bit. There'll be some news coming out, and Then we'll get to have our little day with Sin first. They can't all pump at one time, people. So on the hour here, top 100 Hex has been making me smile a little bit. It wasn't for the longest. Jeez, what we got here? Clearly a O chart. And the Hex just tanked. She died. Kind of making a falling wedge, and if you break that falling wedge, retest, oh, boom. Expect bad action. Parabolic downside action. So that is a teaching moment for a busted falling wedge. You will rarely see them. They don't happen that often. They really don't. It's probably one of the best performing patterns. It's got supposedly 68%, but I swear it is more around 85 to 90% of the chance. So this will be one that I have to put on record as doing a perfect breakdown, retest, and boom, parabolic downward action. I almost want to take a picture of that one. I shall leave that. I will not erase that. I'll try not to. I still need to take a picture of it. That is the perfect example. Can we do that? I can, I'll download the image. So it says. Whatever, we'll save it there. Cool. So that was the daily. And Hex, she's been rocking. She got the golden cross here on the 4 hour. That's the buy signal. That's before it went parabolic from 0.0 right under a penny. Now it's at almost 1.2 pennies. So nice 40% gain out of Hex, up to about 45% there. Nice parabolic move. I've never been a Hex fan, but I did get into it this time after it fell under 3 cents. I was like, hey, last time it fell under 3 cents and I didn't do anything, I regretted it. So, you know, it's one of my plays. Nice parabolic action with parabolic on the parabola. It's quintessimally, I did not say that right, parabolic. Trying to keep this air right here. And it's got to do that if it wants to keep going up. Otherwise, you know, when it breaks this line, I consider it going down and sideways. In accumulation. It's no fun time. And you want to be out when we break those lines. You could even say that if you want to even tighten it up, do this as your line in the sand kind of idea. Screwed that one up. Let's try to get it up there as best we can. And once it breaks that structure, you know, save yourself some worry. Oh, Floki Safe Moon. How is that one doing? Last I looked, we were still in this accumulation zone. And this should be current. Can we blow this up? Oh, come on. Hopefully we can see this. And it's like what we were talking about. It's an example of exactly what we were just now talking about. Parabolic move up, although this one was kind of an extreme sell-off. That was a huge sell-off. You got to admit that. The other way you wouldn't be down there if there wasn't a bunch of, hey, I want to hit that buy button and sell a ton of this. Because it did. But we're back in this range, right? And that range goes all the way back over, well, kind of where we freaking started. I was looking at this candle, and then we made this new bottom, and our range is right through here, and it's going to take it a minute. And so apparently, you know, it'll be a news event, something like that will come out and get another pump up. Maybe listings on exchanges. I don't know. You Floki guys ought to have more information than I would. I'm just guesstimating. But this is usually an accumulation period where it just kind of, you know, hopefully, you know, kind of rounds out just a little bit. It will take time for that to happen. This is the 1 hour though. This is the 1 hour. And it won't let me freaking change it. I'm just not used to DEX tools. I guess it's this little guy. 4 hour? Yeah, it's going to take it a minute. Here we go. This is the big thing I need. Now we can see. And got maybe some drawing tools that work here. So kind of like a palm wedge at the moment. Like I said, these have a high tendency to break to the upside. It being a more deeper one is not going to break up as much. This is where I was showing you. This could be a potentially, for any traders out there, this might be one to look at for trading a range, and it's got a good turnaround, 200% from here to here. Just, I think the purple, whatever this green spot is from, I can't even read all those zeros, man. 40, 30 down to, where is it? Below where it is now. It's got a pretty interesting range there. But it's messing up my chart where I can't see it. So this is the accumulation zone that I've got for people that were trying to maybe, I don't know, get into it and sell it up here when it does pop back up. But, and there's a 618. 618 seemed kind of high though. Now we got some new lows. That's it though. That's where it says. But personally, these areas right here, the 236 and the 382, those are the ones I'd be looking for. That's just me though. Because sometimes they can take these little things a minute. Especially after you have a big run up. But accumulation in a good pattern should get some upside before too long. This is a 4 hour, so, you know, a couple of days should be breaking out of this, doing something. Possibly right back up here to 2182. Look at Toshi. It is planned to be listed on DEX Tools in August. Cool. No problem, my man. Are you like part of the team? Or are you just like a big fan of it? Or are you, you know, are you hooked up with them somehow? I'm just curious. Because you do have news about them. Just say it. It's good to know that news early. All right, so we checked out Hex. We checked out, let's check out Phantom. We were looking at this one, right? Phantom broke to the downside of this bad pattern. Now what's it doing, huh? Trying to get back in it? If it does, that is bullish as all get out. Now, technically, it should be hard for it to do it. It did have a little head and shoulders down here. And it was a nice one. I think we were looking at it last night, or was it a nice one? It did qualify. It's more like a complex head and shoulders, and that's where you have like a mutant ape with shoulders. She's got two shoulders on each side and one head. But it went way past the measured move already on that. So that's kind of a good sign, right? Get a breakout and it goes past the measured move. It did play with that area. It's got a red candle there, red candle wicks, got a few candle tops there. So that was the area. But it decided, hey, since I'm this high, well, you might as well just go ahead and get higher. And it did. And now it's just kind of flirting with this area that has trouble with at 32 cents. Of course, I think anywhere under 30 cents is a pretty decent place to get in on Phantom. Closer to a quarter, the better. So by this chart on the 1 hour, we are back in this pattern, and that should be hella bullish, right? It's supposed to be hella bullish, but let's be cautious because they've done some fake outs, but everything else is moving too. So there's a good chance that this will last. It is above the 9. That's a good sign. You always want that when you're on a good bull run. Way above the 9 here on the 4 hour, and it just crossed the 200. These are some, that's a bullish sign. We're getting ready. 21's going to follow suit. Be a little bit of a pullback here, I think. Probably between 30 cents and where it is. Well, dang, then we've been losing that trend line. I don't want to lose that trend line. We really want that candle close above that trend line. But there are places in this moving averages that if that doesn't stick, it's going to come back and touch. But if it doesn't stick there, I would be scared for a move lower. That's how it should play out. Doesn't mean it will, because there's some crazy things going on in the market right now. But it is at the top of this trend line as well, so we gotta respect that. So we just kind of zoom out and just look at the bigger picture that it's in this one, but it's also in this one too. So they both have weight. This one's actually bullish. This one's actually got more like a 70% chance to break to the upside, but this one, let's color it orange. The Big Daddy, the one that's doing a retest, I did the wrong one. Well, you know, it's got a bigger chance to break to the downside. Well, a 52% chance, and it already did. Now we're getting a retest of that area. I would not be surprised if it did something freaking bullish as hell and just went up. I'm just saying. The moving averages suggest that it may be thinking about that. So I would keep an eye on FTM Phantom. It may just get hell bullish here. I would say usually when you break back into a bearish pattern like that, I wouldn't call it quite parabolic, but a good quick run up. So, I mean, you might be even looking up to the top of the channel here. Maybe back in this area, about 37 cents possible. Or 40 if that were to happen. We do have some targets there at 36 and 34. BNB got some relief today after, you know, well, if XRP's not security, then well, probably not either. I think that's a very freeing thing that happened today. It had a lot of that in itself gave a lot of missing clarity to this space, and a lot of people took that as the buy signal. Speaking of buy signals, here it is coming up on the 4-hour on BNB as not only you gotta zoom in. Not only do we get the golden cross, we're getting the 50 cross in the 200. We're getting the 100 right with it. We get a double punch. BNB's about to do something. I don't think that's what BNB's got. I think BNB's on powder. BNB's getting ready to do something big. That's my prediction. Just seeing that right there, that's going to be a big punch up, especially on the 4-hour. Let's back up here and take a look on the daily. What are you doing over here? I see you're testing the 50. And we got across to the 9 over the 21 there. Having a little hard time there, but you're trying to go into my red cloud, which is thickening up here. Daily's running just a little bit hot, in my personal opinion. Although not too hot. The RSI is sitting at 61, so we're just warm. We're comfortably warm, but I just wonder if it's got enough punch on the daily to make it up there to the 4-hour. 4-hour looks like it does. The 8-hour looks like it does. Above the 9. Heading for the 200. That would get us up to 271. I do like that. And as hot as this 9 and this 21 are curving up, and the way that the 100s is starting to curve, it will not be long before they surpass that too, and there will be a much bigger buy signal here on the 8-hour. I want to chart this on the 8-hour. I've just got this trend line. This is where it may have a hiccup. Right in this area, probably at 266. So I am looking for a little bit of a hiccup there, but this is like a minor trend line. Corresponds with this one too. But ultimately, we're just got to get above this horizontal zone, just right where we're above at basically 260. If we can hold 260, we got a good chance. Also have like technically, I guess that is an inverted head and shoulders. It does have a kind of nice little neckline right there. You don't need to draw it that way. We can do it all nice and pretty like they do on the fancy channels. We can. I watched them do it. I stole their secrets. I was a country pirate. Hi, pirate. What's your name? Billy Bob. Sure he is. All right. Well, this gives us another measured move here. Shucka-lucka boom. Right around 288. Sounded familiar. Was that not one from... Oh, I guess not. Close. Yeah, right at 100 right there. That's confluence right there, buddy. Inverted head and shoulders. Measured moved up to the 100 moving average. Next logical place to go after you tackle the 50. Gotta go for the next one in line right there. The 100. Me getting ready to pop, baby. Javid. Hey, glad to have you here, man. Take a look at flow. I had to sell my flow. It does feel better being out of a lot of these altcoins, so I'll tell you, there was a lot I was way in over my head. Now I've thinned out, so I still got my set bags put aside. Where are we at? Let's go with this one. But my degen bags I thinned down. I mean, I can start anew. I gotta thin down my one on MexC. I guess you could say, when it comes to crypto, I'm kind of like a lady with her shoes. My closet's stacked with every name Randy you can think of. Jeez. And guitars. I have a lot of guitars. I don't know what I should do with all these guitars. Show on, baby. So Flow's going to have a little trouble getting above 74. That's a major key level for it to tackle. It also comes up with the moving averages there. So, and I'm on the daily here, so that's our next target. Coming down the smaller time frame, it's a weird freaking look at it. I mean, you want to see like falling wedges or something identifiable. You just got this kind of curve, not really a scallop. But if you look on the smaller time frames, you do have a channel. You got to break out from it, but that don't give me no measure move. So zooming out, we just have to fall back to our bigger pattern, which we got to bump from the bottom of. Well, the next place up is the top of the pattern, because it'll be in this pattern until it is not. 2 touches on one side, 3 on the other confirm this. We just made our 3 touch. Now we just got to see how far we go before we peter out and break the pattern. Technically, this is a bearish pattern, but you know, doesn't mean that doesn't necessarily mean we're going down. You've got a lot of options here. It's important that we recover this last bottom that we have, and we got that already measured out with that other trend line right there, and then the area above it, this second one. So these are very definitely. Some people may not get into this until we actually get a retest of this area at about 75 cents. That would be the safest place to get in after we clear that. And still, for others, that would be risky because you're still under the 200 on the daily. So it really comes down to a lot of your risk tolerance, which I don't know. It changes. It changes a lot. But always good to keep zooming out. Technically, it's just better to start on those big time frames and just work your way down. It's just the correct way. The most successful area that I've found. Now that could be a falling wedge, which does have a good chance to break to the upside. The good thing about this trend line is touching those touches there. we're retesting it. Good sign. That's just more confidence that we're going to get a breakout from this mega bump pattern to the upside. Now this one, sometimes Elliott Wave can play in on these, and like I said, I'm not an Elliott Wave expert on that. I think Charting Crypto, though, he is familiar with, and Bukowski goes over this aspect too about Elliott Wave in some of these triangle patterns. So there's two ways. Well, you can play them either way or both ways at the same time. It all works out in the end. But it looks like it's got a good chance to go up. I think it would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Did you touch it? Technically, that would not be your 4 wave. So that would be your 1, and this would be your 2, and then a big 3, because that one, the 3 wave should be a bigger move than this one. So it could be a big move coming, right? Real quick, Data's got a green dot. Indicators look like they want to go up. Let's check for divergence. A little bit of divergence, but we got that's where all this stuff come from. Current divergence, not any. I have to see, but biggest area, 74 cents. Getting above that would be golden, and then looking for more upside. And why wouldn't it happen unless something crazy happens in the market? But things are kind of moving now, moving and shaking. Going to be wild. This market's about to get wild. We talked about it being a lot like that little time in 2019 when it started taking off. It's not the big move. It's way before the big move, but there's nice ones. Back on that scale. And in our little scale, we're going to get some nice little moves here. Which brings us, maybe we should go ahead and check out some of these indicators, some of these indices like Total 3. Which started looking a little bit bearish last night. I was like, Total 3, what are you doing, man? Seriously, it looked like it may be trying to, well, maybe it was a couple of nights ago, it looked like it might have been trying to do a little head and shoulders there, like what? You can't do that at the bottom, dummy. Or you shouldn't. But it blasted up, and I'm thankful for that. That's great. We don't have this scenario, so, hey. Bye-bye. We got this scenario. Crossed above the 200, so this is good. This is like a little mini altcoin. Well, we can see for today, it's like a little mini altcoin run that we got. It's going to get a lot better. It'll take it a little while. It's still kind of some fight to do. But eventually we're going to break out of this, and then let's just zoom out to the weekly. Because this will be the rest of this year, people. This is about to kick off for altcoins, it looks like. Falling channel. About a 65% chance to break to the upside. Inverted head and shoulders, about the same percentage to break to the upside. Both of them have about the same freaking measure move. When you boil this stuff down to channels and triangles, it gets a lot simpler. But there's a 3 peaks in the termed house pattern. The more complicated the patterns are, the less likely they are to play out. You have more points of failure that must qualify for it to meet those patterns' expectations. And in art, in tattooing, when I was teaching my little apprentice, I kept saying, it all comes down to basic shapes. It's all basic shapes. Somehow he had a hard time with that. But it turned out well. So a lot of money could be coming into the altcoins. We're currently at 346 million, and we could add another 150 billion to that. Bitcoin dominance is just kind of, coming down, believe it or not. With all this great price action, today it's just been on its way down. So Bitcoin, flash over there real quick, don't get dizzy. basically just sideways. Got a little pump today, but we're still in this range that, you know, we've been playing with it before. We've been here before now. We got a little higher, but we've been here before. So we're just going sideways. Bitcoin is just going sideways. And when Bitcoin goes sideways, or it's stable, and Bitcoin dominance, it goes down, and that leaves us with altcoins going up. That leaves me with a big old smile on my face. And gosh darn it, I like it. I forgot about the girls. They got a creepy guy looking at him. Don't forget Litecoin. On the daily, it's above the 9. That's great. It's ready to move. Retested the trend line here. It's ready to take off. Litecoin about to do something. A lot of these altcoins about to do something. And at the moment, as long as Bitcoin dominance is coming down, and maybe we should look at that again, take a look at it. Don't leave it too soon. We probably do need to look at it more. Is this just a little break to the downside, or is this that big break that we need that gives us an altcoin season? That's what we want. And I would still say it's just a nice little alt vacation. It's an altcoin summer break. It is not altcoin season yet, though. Indecision doji here on the weekly. This is Bitcoin dominance. Yeah, I'm just kind of hanging out, man. Got rejected by this chick up here at the 200, but she's hot. I know she likes me. I'm gonna hit her up again. This time I'm gonna break on over to the other side. That 9 is angled up like crazy. 21's angled up like crazy. 50's angling up like crazy. Every one of these moving averages on the weekly is moving up like crazy. Even though the weekly's got a red dot here on Market Cipher, indicator's overextended. This little doji candle, oh my God, don't know, I'm so confused. This is red light, green light. This is just a momentary break. Take advantage of your altcoins while you can, because Bitcoin is getting ready to steal this show here very, very shortly. Currently, Bitcoin dominance is coming down to the 50, finding support there. Will it hold? Green Cloud says probably not. Probably going to come on down here to about 48 again, which would be awesome. Do you remember what your altcoins were like when it was at 48%? They were doing a lot better than they are right now. A lot better. So the ones that you've just been getting into recently, if you're still holding them as this starts working its way down, you're going to be a lot happier too. We're going to have a little party on this show. I don't know. Eventually it may come down to this area here. That would give it a hiccup. So my guesstimation is, this is on the daily chart. Hear me out. Hear me out. This is happening slow. Days after days. Could take a week. Price is slowly inches its way down here. Blah, 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 blah. May take it 2 weeks. Maybe take it 3 weeks. As it comes down, this moving average just slowly keeps coming up. And then they meet right here in this area somewhere. About 48 cents. And then that sucker's gonna bounce. And the Bitcoin is going to take off like crazy with some kind of crazy news. This is July 14th. I'm just guesstimating. Oh, there's somewhere around the first week of August, there's going to be some big news about Bitcoin. Hey, let's see if we're right. Hey, let's make a little prediction here. Let's draw a little text on the table. I'm going to say, gotta say prediction. I mean, I want to predict about anything, let's do something that's as far off. I don't want to predict on my charts. I just want to chart my charts, but people like price predictions. I don't know. You want a guesstimation? I'll give you one. Big news for BTC. And I want to say within first 2 weeks of August. Look like it's coming right in between that first and second week. Like the 10th or something. But that's my prediction for Bitcoin. And we'll see if it makes me look like stupid or not. And if it does, we'll just laugh it off. And if it makes me look amazing, I'm going to milk it for all it's worth. No, I'm not that kind of guy. If you'd been in my trading group, you would have known. So Osmosis is having a hard time, but this is doing a little bit better than it was. So hey, we got that going for us. Yay team, you can do it. It's at a key resistance level right now. If it breaks above that, things are looking good, and I think it's going to. It's trying. It's tired. It's just got to be remembered. People come in, and then it'll hop up here at about 68 cents before it gets rejected again. It has to rethink its life purpose and what's going on, and what will it be when it finally grows up. And then it'll finally break through that and come up to 76, and then life will really kick it in the teeth and say, hey, I don't know what it will say, but anyway, it will kick it in the teeth, and then we'll work on 88 cents. Because Osmosis is tough. It's going to make it back there. USDT looks, yeah, I know. Oh, it's on my other one. Need to add it to this one. I don't think I haven't looked at it on this one, have I? What am I doing wrong here? I'm just going to cheat. US to the dominance on the daily. Let's just back up a little bit. Zoom out, zoom out, zoom out. Well, we've been in a rising wedge, so we've been looking at it. No one just got a good chance to do that. It was in this one, and then came down to this, you know, formulated this pattern better and kind of making maybe an inverted head and shoulders. Could be. Could shape up as one. A bit slanted. Is it? Is it not? Could it be? Could be. It's got a wart or a goiter or something right there between his neck and his shoulder. Might all have that checked out. I find that interesting. I'm looking more really at this big green cloud that we're in. So that and this falling or this rising wedge. This is just a topping pattern. And yeah, so coming down here, pretest is 200. This trend line here kind of validates that or gives some confidence to that. Probably make it a little stronger if I stick with those candle bodies here on the weekly. It's probably a more realistic place where this stuff will kind of meet. So kind of losing some dominance there in the dollar. That's okay, baby. People buying crypto with everything. It ain't all about the dollar. But, you know, it means people are getting out there. There's not as much demand for Tether for Tether anyway. There should be one for just stable coins. Is there one for USDC? Is that one gaining an edge? I guess I need to look in the indices. Yeah, here we go. Oh, wow, baby. You just... I was like, hell no. We don't want that CBDC loving coin. We don't want that secret bureaucratic psyop. I don't know. There's all kinds of rumors about it. True, maybe, I don't know. I believe it did that, and you know what I think about that? When it breaks that, it's down and sideways and down bad here on this one, testing the 200. Wow, nobody wants USDC. Poor baby. And people not liking Tether. People liking Bitcoin okay. People liking that Grayscale Bitcoin Trust just fine. Yeah, that one's paying for my vacation here next week. It looks as though most of the money is going into the stock market because the stock market is banging. On the weekly here, so concerned about it down here in these areas, and look, we just inverted head and shoulder, falling megaphone pattern, played out, doing just great. Big ass trend here on the stock market. I was about to meet our measurement. This is the S&P 500 mini futures. This is just like the tech stock kind of aspect of it, really. Market's been banging. That's where the money's going. My take. Oh, that was the trust. Bonds are coming down. Bonds don't look good. They're going to, it's coming down, baby. The bonds are going to hurt. Did I chart the interest rate? I charted the interest rate. Man, we were way up here, dude. Way up here. Crazy. Didn't think that was, wow. That's an improvement, and I don't believe their numbers. I don't know. Don't know how accurate their true numbers are, but wow, it's almost ready to test it's testing the 100 monthly average, getting ready to test the 200 monthly average at 2.48 if that does not hold. This is our Bureau of Labor Statistics. Let's take those off and just look at it. It's not giving me candles, it's giving me the lines. It only does lines. So that 200 moving average, we'll probably come down there, and that's where we'll get a little stall point. Is this the one that they're trying to get down to 2%? Oh, they've about done it. Should we congratulate them? Because it did not look like that was going to happen up here, I tell you. And I honestly, I've quit looking at this for a while. That looks good. Dollar, what are you doing, man? Tell me if I bore you guys, but this is I have not looked at the dollar and stuff honestly in a while. We kind of left the stock market and decoupled a little bit from it, and I stuck more with crypto. Dollar's still in range. I don't know what to make of this kind of bear trap idea. Meaning that this trend line is technically weak now, so I may have this guy into play, which means another drop down to these areas. Matching up with this area over here makes sense. Got a little confluence there. It could happen. And it already wicked down to that part. Good chance it could bounce back to the upside here on the dollar, get a little bit more strength. And this is on the monthly. This is on the monthly, by the way. So the past few months, since, well, golly. Past several months. Started back in November. Back when the FTX and all that stuff was kicking off, that's when the dollar started losing its value, slowly coming down. That's when Bitcoin should have been going up, but it didn't. But that's when we got some good deals. Check it out, Polkadot here. Look at that. Isn't that nice for today, for Polkadot, to see some movement out of this thing? See it make some ground for a change? Coming back to the top of this pattern area there, we can probably tighten up our trend lines. I got it on the verges. I got it on the wicks right there. I can probably move it right up to there. That's better. It's getting a little top heavy. This is the area 556 that it needs to hold. If it can hold that, we have a good chance of breaking past this current little hiccup area that it's fighting with right now. Move up in some of these higher areas. It'd be nice to see it move back up to $6. Eventually this trend line will catch up with it. It's got a ways to go. But definitely does look possible. We could get up to around 620, somewhere through that. And who knows from there? Don't want to upset the sausage union, so I had to put a sausage out there. It's not the first sausage these girls have ever seen dancing. They've been around. And I'm up here finding my little... Oh, you guys can't see what I'm doing because I'm behind the girls with my cursor looking at the... this thing. I'm playing with this thing over here on the side. You thought my mouse was... I don't know what you thought my mouse was doing. Can't put it on the left side. Oh, put this thing on the left side? I don't know if you can or not. I just figured I'd put my busy stuff over right in front of it. But I forget that you guys can't see what I'm doing over here too. I got my watch list over here. ING. I like what I'm seeing here on the 4 hour. Let's zoom out just a little bit. ING, you're coming back up into this zone. What was this zone? It's green. Green is usually my buy zone. Why do I have you green? Was I being lazy? I was being lazy putting you as a resistance area. Let's fix that right now because to me that's a little misleading. Misled me. Made me feel like an idiot. Getting some rejection up there, but looking at a couple of scenarios here. We were looking at the waves. Looks like the waves are winning here. Seems the Elliott wave is winning out here. Maybe there's something to Elliott wave. I respect Elliott wave. I just forget about trying to use it. It's not my first go-to thing. Just not my first go-to thing. My first go-to thing is a trend line, and then somehow, why did I cut my indicators out? Really like my moving averages. They tell me a lot. Ichimoku Cloud's just back there hanging out. Just give me peace of mind. Do I rely too much on indicators? I don't know. Maybe. Technically, there's 5 of them built into this one on VMC, which is a free version. For anyone who was in my situation and like couldn't afford subscription fees for an indicator, this was cool. I was like, oh my God, this is perfect. And well, I've been hooked on it ever since. Money flow's coming to the inside, stochastics coming to the upside. And there's a story about this indicator. I'm sure of it. I would love to hear it. But it's basically just taking a bunch of good ones and putting them on one space to save time so that people with the basic TradingView plan don't have to pay. That's how it all started. Momentum waves going to the upside. Things look good here on the daily. I'm just saying INJ looks ready to rock. I'm cool with that. I am happy to have part in this one finally. I was a latecomer in the $3 to $6 range. Because I forgot all about it, man. Nice. It didn't even come all the way back down for a retest. Just retested the 21 and went up. So it basically, you can retest with the breakout or the trend line. It's a little bit more bearish if it comes down to the follows the trend line down. And sometimes when they're real bullish, you look at the previous high. Because it's usually a support resistance that's usually what's occurring there. And I guess if you want to get technical, you can pull out a fib and go to that previous high and see that it's on a 382 or a 236. This one didn't quite do the 382, did it? Well, that's just even more bullish. If you can't make it all the way down there, having trouble. Probably a good chance it's going to bump up. These are the gray areas. At the 236 especially. If it bounces here, expect a stronger move. Don't expect it to be coming, eventually, it's going to do something. So I like it. I like INJ. I'm not just sitting there staking. I'm not trading. It's a long-term hold for me. Actually, one of them I'm actually trading is Pendle, which I was looking at being a possible long-term hold. Because it's over here on the watch list where the ones that have done the best for the year. So if we pull this up and pull the year up, we should be, right here's Pendle. So it went up like 91 cents and now it's not. So I'm watching it. So I've been playing with it with MexC, just kind of trading it. This is it on Binance. I need to, I guess, on MexC. Yeah, that's got a lot more information there. And it looks like I've already been charting it. I already pulled a fib. We're below the 618 on it. Let's see where I pulled it down to. It's right here. Right here. Okay, I got you. But you can also do it there or there. Technically, it's this one for this particular impulse wave. It's got a good chance still to come down to this 786 level at about 69, just right under 70 cents. Although it's trying to bust up. But big parabolic movement, usually down and sideways. That's just usually how it goes. Yep, that's going to be my prediction for Pendle. She's coming down here. And hopefully that's his buffer. Hope it don't come down too much lower. But there might be a nice short there. It's going to get a little bump up here. Just a little bit. It's at 82 cents right now, which is good because it dropped down to 74. And you got leverage on it. That matters. So, maybe switching my tactics here on this one soon. Daily says she needs to come down. 4 hours says, I want to stay out here for a minute. But I may not get above 85 cents because that's a support area, resistance area, trend line, and two very important moving averages. One of them crosses and bears it to the downside. So yeah, I'm looking for this. Maybe a short. 4 hours says 200 moving averages coming in at 71 cents. What kind of short would that be if we get up here? Tap that one more time, about 85 cents. Coming down, that is 16 on a 10x. Maybe. I'll have to look at that after the stream. I'm going to brag about my big Bitcoin paper trade here. When it gets big enough, I'm going to buy me a paper Lamborghini with it. I'm bumping. And listen, I need to get out of this paper trade. I'm serious. It's not real money, but dang it. It didn't close on me. I want to get out of you right here, man. Let's trade. Sell 10 million Pepe. Yes, now you're letting me do it. Cool. Click. I got a sell order placed up here. It should show it. It's not doing it. I don't know why. Hit the right button. My sell order is in, though. Make some money off of Peppy, even though it's paper Peppy. Paper Peppy. Peter Piper, Pepper. Yeah. All right, guys, time is 12:21. I think I will call this a night. I appreciate you guys for showing up again tonight. And I guess I'm making a habit out of this. So hopefully, God willing, we will see you again tomorrow night, man. I appreciate y'all being here. Thanks for your support. It means a lot to me. It really does. And guys, trade carefully. Take profits when you can. It won't last. Soon Bitcoin's going to start taking the show. So, I mean, get ready for that. Something's going to happen. And Bitcoin's just going to take off like crazy. Altcoins will be benefit too, but don't ignore Bitcoin. Have a good night, guys.
Come on, come here, bud. Come on. You freaky dog. I don't need to analyze. Every word that comes out is a lie. Make it look like it's so ice. You won't make it to the finish line. Now if you gotta know the truth, was gonna let you go. You was fine, never mind, unpredictable. Fade out of the ground, you ain't no one. You a star, blow it up like supernova. In the nighttime, hit my hotline. Sharing secrets, you was really was about your life. Basic bullets, with no bullets. Does your wifey know you're begging for my notice? Promise you're the same, running for the med.